Let's talk about the real effects of so much screen time. Have you ever stopped to think we're all in front of our phones, our computers, in front of screens all the time, like never before in history? But have you ever stopped to really contemplate how this is impacting your brain, your mental and physical health? I'm Dr. Trish Leigh, cognitive neuroscientist and certified brain health and neurofeedback coach. I want you to know that screen time is scientifically shown to be very damaging to our brains. And what that means is that it impacts our cognition, our ability to think. It impacts our mental health. We know that it increases anxiety and depression, and it's increasing physical health issues because we're sitting in chairs in front of the screens all the time. There's something called tech neck. Tech neck is a reverse curve in the spine of your neck. So not only are there physical implications, the psychological and mental health implications are huge. I want to break them down in this video for you today and offer you ideas on how to manage screen time and how to reverse screen time effects. So, first of all, let's talk about why does screen time impact your brain and how does it do that? So, when we're in front of a screen, screens resonate at 60 hertz. So 60 hertz is very fast energy. The speed of calm focus is around 12 hertz, just to give you a reference point. When your brain's operating at 12 hertz, you're able to stay in a calm, focused, peaceful, joyful, yet alert and engaged state. Now, when you're in front of a screen, it's resonating at 60 hertz. And this is without even considering the content that you're viewing, which we will get to in a minute. But when you're in front of a screen, it wires and tires your brain. What does that mean? It means that it amps up the energy and it makes your brain go faster than 12 hertz because it's attuning to that 60 hertz from the screen, which ultimately tires it out and fatigues it. So this will leave you feeling wired and tired. It will leave you feeling stressed and anxious while also feeling exhausted and overwhelmed. This is one way that screens impact your ability to feel and perform in a calm, focused mode. So we know from studies that attention and focus has decreased significantly since the rise in screen time. At the same time, we know that the dopamine centers and reward pathways in the brain have been hijacked by screens so that we're being pulled back towards them to feel good. So we're becoming wired and tired, but in the short run, it feels good to be there. At the same time, there's studies that shockingly even show that the gray matter, the structure in the brain, is decreased because of screen time. So the screen time effects on our brain should not be questioned. They are being proven by science. So it becomes imperative to, one, moderate screen time, and secondarily, to be able to reverse screen time effects. So how do you moderate your screen time? It's difficult. It is definitely a challenge in today's day and age where most of our work is in front of a screen and most of our pleasure is in front of a screen. And at the same time, we're using screens to connect. So first of all, increasing your self-awareness around it and really looking at how much screen time you use. Add it up. How much are you in front of your computer? How much are you in front of your phone? How much are you in front of your television? Add it all up. And then be acutely aware that the time needs to decrease. Now, especially if you're a person who is using multiple screens at a time, many of the clients I work with, they'll be on their phone while they also have an iPad or a computer when they also have the television on. That is exacerbating the screen time effects threefold because you're in front of three screens at a time. Close two of those screens down and deliberately use your screen for one purpose at a time. No milkshake multitasking, as one of my colleagues calls it. It's like putting your brain in a blender. And what you end up with is a brain that's like a milkshake after you multitask in front of multiple screens. So it's imperative to be intentional. Intention's going to be a word that's important for you. Be in front of one screen at a time for one purpose. If you're here working, work. If you're here connecting, connect. If you're here having some fun, have some fun. Then shut the screen down and go out into the real world. We know from science that when you're out in nature, it has very neuroprotective effects. It brings your brain out of the wired and tired pattern. It can help you to open your focus that has been closed towards a screen all day long. Very important for you to be in front of a screen, not be in front of a screen. And the rule of thumb I like to use is that in pockets of time across your day, make sure that you walk away for at least 15 minutes every hour and 15 minutes. Hour and 15 on, 15 minutes off. And then when you get done for the day, have a routine that signals to your brain, I'm done with electronics for the day. Look at your email a final time. Button up anything that you have to. Go into the world. Go for a walk. Science shows a 15-minute walk in nature can help to reset your brain. Do some meditation. Science shows that 3 minutes of a mindful breathing technique daily can bring your brain back into a better mode. Do some brain reset activities to bring that energy back to the middle of calm focus. This will help to reverse the screen time effects. If you want to increase that and use technology, brain training is a really powerful way for you to be able to every single day bring your brain back to the optimal mode. If you want more information on brain training, please go over to drtrishleigh.com because I offer programs in different shapes and sizes to help you use technology, the most advanced technology that's out there using neuromodulation techniques to reverse screen time effects. But it's important that you do it. Now, the more that you feel screen time effects, if you feel anxious, if you feel depressed, if you feel like you have internet addictions or compulsions to go back into the screen, it's even more important that you do reverse the screen time effects, especially when compulsion's there. So what a compulsion means is you feel compelled to pick up your phone and look at social media. You feel compelled to consume explicit matter. You feel compelled to go back. It's like you need to. It's no longer that you want to, it's like you need it. If that's the case, I would recommend and encourage you to have a QEEG brain map brain assessment. You can check out the information about it on my website. This can show if you're using the brain pattern of dopamine dependency from the screen. Many people are. The more you use a screen and the higher level the stimulation from the screen, whether that be social media, whether that be violence, whether that be explicit matter, the higher level the intensity of the stimulation, the more likely that it's sucking you back in and creating this wired and tired brain pattern. But it doesn't need to be that way because we can use technology to reverse the screen time effects, and then you can learn how to keep it there. All right. If you're looking for more information, please go over to drtrishleigh.com. And as always, control your brain or it'll control you.